Strutmasters.com and Swan Yaga Performance have teamed up to show you how you can save some money. We're going to show you today how to take the stock air system out of this 95 Grand Marquis and replace it with brand new springs and shocks. Save you a lot of money in today's economy. That's really important. Come on, let's check out the parts. When you order the parts for this baby, this is the box you're going to get. Real simple, straightforward stuff. Let's see what we got. This kit comes complete with 2 shocks, because you got to have 2, 1 for each side, and 2 springs. These springs are stock replacement springs. Now, Strutmaster has these made per their specifications, and by the way, they are American made. They're powder-coated red, so they have lots of durability, and they don't rust right away. But this is the most important thing that you can have in this whole box, the instructions. Don't be that guy who knows everything and just, I don't need these. Read the instructions. It's important because there's safety tips. It's going to tell you what tools you need to have in order to do this job properly. So, let's get at it. Save these shocks for later. This kit is so easy to install. All you really need is a decent wrench set and a good metric socket set. You may also need a pair of needle nose pliers or a screwdriver. Whichever one, it depends on your personal preference to remove the top spring clip on top of the bag. Other than that, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. The first thing you want to do is loosen your lug nuts. And the reason why you want to do it with the weight on the vehicle is this way you can loosen them. Because what happens is if you jack it up first, the wheel may turn, then you're going to be putting it back on the ground or having someone hold the brakes to keep the wheel from turning. You break them loose, you're done. Okay. Something that's really important when you do this job. If you noticed before, the rear of the car was really, really low. I couldn't get the floor jack underneath the rear end like I wanted to, so I jacked it up behind the bumper. There's a brace that actually holds the bumper in place. It's for rear impact. It's to protect you. I jacked up the back of the car with that. I had a smaller set of jack stands that I put underneath the frame rails when I got it high enough, which allowed me to get the rear end lifted up by the floor jack. It allowed me more room because now the back of the car is higher. So it took a little bit longer than expected, but we got it done. Then I took my bigger jack stands and I put them underneath the frame rail. Instead of putting them under the rear end like most guys would do, I put them underneath the frame rail for one very simple reason. This rear end has to be able to hang down at the appropriate time so I can take the air springs out and the shock absorbers. And by not supporting the rear end like that, it will allow that to happen. Now, for safety reasons, I actually have the jack stands underneath the frame rails, and I left the floor jack under the rear end. That's strictly for safety, just in case something happens. I've got 3 points holding the back of the car up. It's for my safety, and it's yours. Safety is the #1 priority when doing any kind of job on a car. All right, so we need to lower the rear end a little bit. In some cases, the bag, being that there's no air in the system, will get stuck up here. It's all compressed. If you want to see what the bag looks like, just grab it. Pull it down. Wrestle with it a little bit. Like it's kicking my butt right now. Whoever thought a rubber bag would beat me up like this? Anyway. So all it does is just sit on top of the rear end. Some of them, if they've been gone into before, will just come up like this one has. Others is a metal retaining clip that'll just make the bag stretch out. Then you got to go up top to this pin right here. This spring clip that I'm pointing to is all that holds the bag in on the top. Now, for argument's sake, you can use a screwdriver and just hook it and pull it out. Or you can hook it with a pair of needle nose pliers and pull it out. Let's see what we got. Now, to be honest with you, this could be the toughest part of the whole job, because sometimes these spring clips are a bit of a pain, and you don't need it, so it's okay if you break it if you're putting in the springs. Oh, there it is. It just turned. Oh, yeah. I'm hitting something. I'm hitting my frame rail. Got to go from the other side. Got to push it out. This is where that long screwdriver really comes in handy, folks. Matter of fact, I'm going to break out the long one. The Mac Daddy long screwdriver. If it fits. Get some light on the subject. Oh, almost. Like I said, this could be the toughest part of the whole operation. Ah, there it goes. All right. There you have it, one bag. Now, we pulled the bag out. You see all these tears, all these little rips? That's from dry rot. That's what happens over years of just getting hot and cold, up and down. This is where your leaks come from. Unless the bag has a major malfunction and blows out, this is what kills your air system. This is what makes it ride on the bottom. Now, this is an air plug that lets the air go in the system and it also relieves it. You want to undo this before you take it out of the car. But for simplicity's sake, we had already disconnected the air line. I'll go back to that and show you later. This is a 2-turn valve. You turn it once, it will release, and the air comes out of the system. Turn it one more time and pull it out, and that's how you disconnect the bag. It's real simple, it's real easy. You just got to take your time to get it out.